Hello, I'm Carolina. I'm a civil engineer with a master's in project management by training, but I'm also passionate about technology, construction, business, and women in STEM. If you're wondering what STEM means, it's an acronym for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Sounds scary? Not really. Now that you've registered for AU 2020, let's go through some of the steps you need to follow to start building your schedule. So first of all, you should have gotten some email similar to this called Conference Guide to AU 2020 after you register. As you can see here, the dates and times are different depending on where in the world you are, right? So for Americas, that is like US, Canada, Mexico, and the rest of Latin America, the event is going to happen from November 17th to the 20th. But for EMEA, which is Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and APAC, which is Asia Pacific, the dates are November 18th to 20th. So depending where you are in the world, these are some things you need to consider. Now, if you continue in this email, you'll find the day one broadcast. And in my case, it's starting November 18th, 9 a.m. So that's why I'm getting this sort of information. But if you want to check your exact timing, you can follow this link where it says View Agenda to see your local broadcast times. So let's click there. And we'll go to somewhere like this. In my case, I'm already signed in my Autodesk account. If you're not, you have to just click sign in here with your Autodesk registered email and password. Whether that is your formal work account, it could be a Gmail account, depending where you have registered your Autodesk products. Another interesting fact here is that I have everything in English, but you can change to these different languages. So there is German, there is Japanese, French, Spanish, Russian, and Chinese. Saludos a todos los que nos ven desde algún lugar de habla hispana. Aquí pueden cambiar el idioma a español, por ejemplo. So then you'll see all the information in the selected language, right? Let me just go back to English for this demo. And this is going to give you the general information of the agenda at a glance, right? So AU 2020 is a multi-day interactive digital experience kicking off with 8 hours of continuous live programming on day one. For the rest of the week, it's up to you which kind of classes you want to attend to or events. So, for example, here for Americas, we have the day one program, which is the general session, then AEC, or Architecture, Engineering, and Construction keynote, Design and Manufacturing keynote, Forge, Media and Entertainment, AU Theater, and Technology Trends. I do recommend you to attend some of these keynotes because usually they're very inspiring and it has like the overall message for that, let's say, industry or vertical, right? Then we have more than 750 new on-demand classes, the live answer bar, and the expo. This is for day one. And then for days 2 to 4, we have all the live classes with Q&As, roundtables, and panels, and as well the on-demand classes, live answer bars. So the nice thing about this year's edition, which is completely online, is that you can attend to these on-demand classes based on your personal preferences. You can search based on a product or the different subjects you want to explore this year. Usually what happened in other Autodesk University events in the past was that the classes were live, some of them were recorded, and the materials would be posted online for people to check the sessions later on. But now it's just all going to be online from day one, which is great, and you can go at your own pace. Now, another thing that I do recommend you do is updating your personal profile. So as you can see, I already have a picture here, some information. That way you can engage with other participants of the event. So if you click here in your name and you go to my public profile, that's where you'll see the information that you have in that profile. It could be your company, where you're working, some links for LinkedIn or other relevant information about yourself. Going back to our conference guide to AU 2020 email, if you go down, you'll find an area called classes. So it says starting day one, November 18 or 17, depending where you are in the world, as we mentioned before, explore and watch all the classes on demand, right? So there's a link here where it says view the full schedule, right? Let's click on that. That will take us to the website where we can actually start building our own schedule. If we want to add the general sessions, so for example, the industry keynotes that we talked about before, I'm just going to click here in Add to Calendar, make sure we have that, and then automatically you'll download and receive your ICS file to save that in your schedule. Then you can search different products here, industries or topics. So let's do a general search. Let's say I want to search everything that has to do with construction. Just apply filters. And of course, we're going to get a lot of results because this is quite general, but it all depends how specific or general you want your search to be. Then you can either bookmark the classes or directly add them to your calendar. Something nice about this year's event as well is that in the past you had to schedule your entire day in advance, and sometimes some classes would be quite popular, so the limit of attendance was reached quite fast. And this year, because it's all online, you really can go to any class that you want. Let's do another search based on product. So I want to see things for construction related to BIM 360, and then you can apply these filters and get the new classes. So we have 64 results, and then you can again search based on a specific date, a specific time, even language here, so that's great again for our multinational and multicultural friends out there, and session type. So hands-on lab, it's something that is going to be more technical with more detail. Industry talk is just in general about an industry. Instructional demo, it's a demo, as the name says. Keynote, as I said, is more inspirational. Meetup is to talk, roundtable and panels are more discussions. So it all depends what you want to do. This is great. And I hope this is good enough for you to start building your own schedules, and see you soon at the event. Thank you. Before we leave, I just want to show you these really cool 3D printed prostheses we worked on last time at AU. Aren't they amazing? Thank you guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe.